Last August I came down a little bit funny on a precision jump. At first I didn't think so much of it, so I continued to train as we do. I went home that night, went to bed, and I woke up next morning and my knee was in a lot of pain. Now I have a lot of smart people in my life, some physios and osteos, so I went to them and tried to get them to diagnose what was wrong with my knee. However, no one could really work out what I'd done. So I booked in and got an MRI, and I got my scans back and they told me that I had bone bruising and it was going to take about 6 to 8 weeks to heal. However, as my knee started to heal, I realized that there was something more going on. I'd lost power from my legs. You know that point where you're going to do a precision jump and you sort of go back with your arms and you get ready to jump and then you feel power coming in your legs? Well, that had gone. It's like someone had taken my superpower away. Someone had sucked the energy out of my legs. I've never experienced anything like this before. I've never really had any leg or knee problems throughout the time that I've been training. And this sent me into a little bit of a spiral. It affected me emotionally. And for the first time since I started parkour, I had to ask myself the serious question: what would it mean to me if I wasn't able to jump again? To remember how to get in. So we've found the power station. I'm with Angie Maloney. She's an incredible photographer.
Oh, thank you.
We're doing a recce day today to see if we can get some cool photographs here. And we've hit this moat. They've actually built a moat around the whole place. And we need to find a way in. So I totally butchered that. It's Ange Maloney. Ange Maloney. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that. Need to get across. I think there's there's sticks down there. Oh, got there. You got this.
It is.
Are they waterproof?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, no. Like it?
So sick.
Yeah, so we've just been exploring here, which is your first time here. And something that I'm talking about in this video is my knee injury that I've been having, and how that's affected me, because at one point when I first did the injury, I had to face the fact that I might not ever be able to jump again. So to give some context for you, you were a roller skating athlete. Yeah. You were on the, which team was it?
Moxie skate team.
Moxie skate team. And you've definitely been going through the same process.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so you've hurt your hip?
Yeah, so I guess I haven't had I've had lots of injuries, but not one specific one that took me out, kind of thing. So I'm a commercial photographer by day, and I've always been really into photographing roller skaters, especially because they're my people. So I feel like I've always just really adapted really well to photographing the groups of people that I'm in. But I've realised by being able to take the stuff I've learned professionally and the passion I have for action sports in general, but I've really been interested in taking my interpretations of capturing a person in motion to different sport. People who are interested in creatively using yourself and your passion and your sport to take it to different places. Like the crossover of the idea of capturing different athletes in the same environments, using them in different ways. I really like that kind of stuff.
Having roller skating as your foundation, has that influenced your commercial photography career?
Absolutely. Yeah. So when I very first started skating, I was kind of in some ways discouraged from pursuing the passion of roller skating because I was, roller skating. Who roller skates? Like a kid or someone from the 70s or whatever. And it was like, why are you investing so much of yourself into this? And I did second guess myself, because I was like, well, is this interfering with my work? Because I was doing a lot of traveling and a lot of training, and I thought, well, no, I'm getting massive life lessons out of this sport, pastime, passion, whatever you want to call it. And I learned about being creative, being brave, being a leader, being a follower, like learning, teaching, everything. And they were like a massive character building for me. And so I stood up to the person that challenged me and I said, actually, no, like this is important.
Yeah.
And if it interferes with my work, please tell me and I'll fix it. But I'm not going to let this go. And they were like, okay, like that, not like, and it became a discussion and a respect for my passion rather than just giving up.
I think we're like the combination of everything that we've done over our life, right? Creativity is you need all these influences to be creative. You know, it's like throwing a bunch of things into the pot, and at the end, creativity comes out, right? And if you're not being influenced by all these other cultures, even within parkour, I often encourage people to go out and watch skate documentaries or wakeboarding documentaries and bring that back to the sport, because that's how you create something new.
So I feel like it's helped me with my work technically in looking at things a different way, but also character building massively. That's probably even bigger.
Skateboarding now. Rollerblading. Rollerblading or parkour. There are quite often resisting forces in your life that will tell you this is the wrong way. And quite often it just comes from a lack of understanding from that person.
Definitely.
And so it's very easy to be distracted or turn away from that because someone's told you that's never going to work, and that's not always the case. And what usually happens is through that unique experience you have, something new is created for you. And quite often a path is created that at the start, it's only in retrospect that you realize that everything made sense. You're exactly where you need to be. But that can be very cloudy from the start of the journey. So I'd been hurt before. You know, I had a pretty bad motorbike accident and I was pretty severely injured then. But at that time, I used the accident to fuel my recovery. It motivated me. But there was something about losing power in my legs, you know, our tool, the things that give us the ability to jump, that just scared the fucking hell out of me. And with so much of my life being based around parkour and so much of my identity built up around parkour, it was this question of how would it look if I wasn't able to do it anymore. So I've just wrapped up with Ange and I'm gonna head over now and meet my friend Bo, who's another parkour athlete, and we're gonna do some training. Good?
Yeah.
First time! No. I don't know what happened. I fucking just completely took the wrong line.
Yeah! Up and away!
I got it like right by the fingertips. It's classic front flip into Newcastle. Go for it. Boy represent.
Yeah.
For some reason I had a massive running gainer mind block. I'm working through it slowly.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Oh, got
nice.
It's 360 precision down here. First time the other day.
Oh. I think I know what you're gonna do.
What's that?
Land it.
I'm gonna get it. For sure.
Oh. There you go. Did you just do it?
Done.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh!
Push.
I'll tell you all that needs to happen now. Shirt off.
Oh, yeah. Make it look huge. Oh, the shirt off stick. That's what does it. You should thank Pedro.
Thank you, Pedro. We just found Pedro here. He's one of the Newcastle parkour guys, and he's just told us that unfortunately he's had like a
flu.
He's had like a flu for like 2 months, and he's not been able to train at all. So
somehow made its way to his ankle.
Yeah, and he came to the 360 spot. Yeah, and his ankle and legs were no good. And I did that for Pedro. Pedro, it's for you. Give me a thumbs up in the comments.
That was awesome. I would give that 10 out of 10 execution actually. That was pretty good.
Well, not too bad. Pedro's definitely one to watch out for.
Yeah,
I'm coming
this is Australia's future here.
Oh, thank you.
Wish Pedro a speedy recovery in the comments. Sending me positive energy.
Hashtag Pedro speedy recovery.
Hashtag Pedro speedy recovery.
Hey.
Pedro,
Photo time.
Damn, how beautiful is this spot? We all go through things in life that make us question the journey. I've hurt my knee and hurt a hip. Pedro's sick at the moment. And I do believe it's these challenges that help us to grow. And the conclusion that I came to is that it wouldn't matter if I wasn't able to jump. I would still be living parkour. It's a part of me. I would find another way to still be part of the sport, you know, through my podcast, or I'd find a different way of adding value or making videos. But I had to ask myself that question to get to that conclusion. Parkour is the posture that I hold in the world, the way that I see the world, and it's not just attached to the physical practice. And I think it's okay if that's not the case, and if you ask yourself that question and you realize that your life would be different without parkour and that you wouldn't have it anymore. I don't think there's inherently a wrong or a right way to look at it. And even if you want to have parkour as a career, there's no single path to make that work. You know, you don't just have to be an athlete. There's now more growing ways that you're able to do that. You could be a photographer or a videographer, or you could start a website. Every day there's new opportunities opening up within the sport. And luckily enough, my legs did start working again. They're not 100% yet, but it's on the way up. And I'm just grateful that I had that opportunity to ask myself that question, because if it ever comes to that day where my legs stop working or I'm not able to jump anymore, I feel like I'll be prepared for that. And that's where I'm going to throw this back to you guys, and I'm going to encourage you to ask yourself the same question. What would your life look like if you were to wake up tomorrow and your legs weren't working? Get well soon, Pedro. Also, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching to the end. Hit that like button, maybe hit the bell notification. I'm uploading live streams to this channel now, so if you want to be notified of the live stream, I've got a crazy lineup of people that are going to be coming on the podcast live on this channel. And also, if you want to check out the podcast, the audio only version, I'm going to put the link in the description. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Woo!